Hi, I'm Alfred Higgins. Yes, I have 2 butler names.
Teamwork. We see it all around us.
But we never pitch in because we're
helping
dicks.
another to get things done, to do the hard jobs that none of us can do by ourselves.
Yep, all illegals. Oh well.
Teamwork builds houses, and teamwork makes music.
As does craft work, but it's not for
Conductor,
everyone.
the musicians, all are part of a team.
A ridiculous
working
haircut
together
tee.
to create something worthwhile. Something better than each one could do all alone.
Because none of them are good.
Wherever you look, you'll find examples of teamwork.
Pasty
People
examples.
at work or at play, pulling together, winning together as a team. Jamie Mendoza and his friends have a lot in common.
Like a love of shirtless prison basketball.
They live in the same community. They go to the same school, and they all belong to a team.
Come on, hustle. I got 2 G's riding on this.
Not a basketball team or a baseball team, but an even more important kind of team.
The A
One that
team.
depends on a special kind of team. We call it family teamwork.
As in, you don't want to work with the family, maybe you get cut off of the team. Of being alive. You get me, kid?
Talk about feeling good. All I could think about all the way home was what was waiting for me.
Dad's Playboys always came on the 15th.
Just a month to go till summer vacation. And Dad was buying
Huge
a trailer
bike for that kid.
so we could sleep in it and eat in it and everything.
Dad said being homeless would be swell.
Then we were going to go camping and hiking and fishing and have a great vacation. I was so excited I could hardly wait.
But first I had to get Lucy to give me back my security blanket and stake out a spot in the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
That night, I heard the bad news.
I'm out of the family.
Dad said that we just didn't have enough money to buy that new trailer tent.
Every kid's nightmare.
So our
Every kid who
parents
knows what the
were
hell a
cancel
trailer
for
tent
us.
is, I guess.
He tried to explain, but I just didn't understand.
Maybe because he just moved his mouth instead of
All I
talking.
could think about was all of the fun I was going to miss out on.
Robble, robble. Robble.
And then something funny happened. I stopped thinking about me, and I started to think about how disappointed the whole family must be.
Their depression really picked me
After
up.
all, they wanted to go camping just as much as I did.
Dad kept hinting he needed to lay low for a
Then
while.
we got an idea.
Gah,
We
Chucky!
decided how we could have a great vacation after all.
The Scary Face family.
But instead of a great vacation, we did this.
And we did. Maybe we didn't go on a trip, but we went on picnics and hikes and had fun anyway.
Well, Dad kept yelling that we were having fun,
all
so
had
we
a
must have
great
been.
time because we were all together, like a team.
So teamwork isn't about work so much as giving in and shutting up.
And vacations down by the industrial park, yes.
I was sure feeling sorry for myself.
Trailer tent problem?
I didn't get to play kickball at school today because I wasn't picked for the team.
Also, my hat kept rotating without me touching it. Ah, nuts, there it goes again. Ugh. Stay in there, demon hat.
Dad was home early to work on some papers.
He called them rolling papers, worked on them all the
He
time.
didn't even ask what happened to me at school. He'd forgotten that he promised to help me fly my glider when I got home from school.
I could tell all this just by looking at him.
Come on, Glider, you're my dad now.
He likes to pretend he's a flying cat. Zoom, 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 zoom.
I have no son.
Take me away, Fareed Zakaria.
That F-Troop? I love F-Troop.
Well, Dad's mind control is working well.
I started thinking I hadn't been very nice.
I am become death.
Dad said he was sorry too. He said the reason he didn't say much to me is because he needed to finish some important paperwork.
We speak in mime around the house.
Dad said I could watch TV if I wanted to, but I told him I'd do my homework instead.
Homework, also known as rock band with the headphones on.
And that way, by the time I was all done, he'd be ready to help me fly the glider.
Do a push-up, can you? Your muscles are like jello.
Maybe it wasn't just the way we planned it. But anyway, we'd work things out together.
In eerie
Dad and I,
silence.
We were a team. A real family team.
Dad finished my math homework and I drafted the Bumstead contract.
Now the kid's dressing in drag.
I guess you could say that Connie and I were a team.
A buddy cop
We
team.
did everything together.
She was 3 days from retirement.
My mom always said the only time we weren't together was when we were sound asleep.
And I was getting too old for this.
Okay, we know where this is going here.
Today we were going skateboarding, and we were going to pick up our boards and tell our moms where we were going.
We were headed to Dogtown to bum cigarettes off of tourists.
Oh, great. My roommate's home.
Problem was, when I got home, Mom wanted me to help clean up the kitchen and get ready for company coming over for dinner.
Mom had slaughtered a goat that morning.
I thought, why should I have to stay home? Just on account of a bunch of old dishes.
Mom knew I despised crockery of any kind.
Then I remembered all the times that Mom had stopped to do things for me.
Like fix her bicycle and refused to let me ride it, all the while laughing.
Or paint her favorite chair, which I wasn't allowed to sit on.
While laughing.
While laughing.
There'd really been lots of times like that. Times when maybe Mom would rather have been doing something else.
Such as flying to Vegas.
The thing was, Mom and I were part of a team.
Team Jacob! Ahoo!
So I just have to tell Connie the skateboarding was off because I wanted to help my mom.
My daughter, what a chump.
Oh, the alcohol helps so much.
The funny thing was, the way it turned out, I had to stay home too. Dad needed help washing the car.
Get back to work.
It's not that I minded helping out, it's just that right now I'd rather go skateboarding.
So I resigned from the family.
I thought Jill would feel the same way, but she didn't. Instead, she told me something important.
The Partridge family's been canceled.
She said I should think more about Dad's feelings.
Less feeling, more
It
washing.
made him feel good when the car was clean. He cared about his car as much as I cared about my skateboard.
Universal thinking gesture.
It was Dad who got it for me because he knew how much I wanted it.
Moderately.
It made him happy to see me happy. When I first started, I kept falling down.
No, wrong, damn it. Here, let me do it. I have to do everything here.
But Dad kept telling me I could do it
Dad was wrong about a great many things.
because he really cared about me.
Yeah, honey, watch out for the bus, I guess.
The more I thought about it, I know I should help Dad wash the car.
Oh, forget it. I'm done. I finished while you were thinking.
Oh, honey, I just tried that. Never mind.
Gotta go pretend to help.
Maybe it was one way of saying thanks for all he done for me.
Working at the car
It
wash.
felt good to be part of the family team.
The family team went 3-13 that year. Dad was replaced by Norv Turner.
I was trying my best to pretend so nobody'd know. But for me it was the kind of day when everything went wrong.
I got convicted of murder.
I mean, everybody said I was good in sports, but playing kickball in school today, all I could do was fall down.
Turns out I had an inner ear condition that was causing vertigo, and kickball was the least of my
One thing
worries.
I sure didn't want was to bother with my little sister Maria.
Whose constant smile made me want to puke. Or maybe that was the vertigo.
It seemed like she was always breaking her skates or something, then expecting me to fix them.
You're adopted, Maria.
Then there was Mom.
Hello, Mom. Oh, I'm sorry.
She'd just come home with the groceries, and now she wanted me to help her carry them up the stairs.
So that she could cook them to nourish me, that shrieking harpy!
I know I shouldn't have gone, but I couldn't see why. I had to do everything.
Splitting the atom, controlling the weather, making the donuts, everything.
Poor
When I
Emo
stopped
Phillips.
to think about it, I really felt bad. I hadn't meant to, but I'd hurt my sister's feelings, and I'd hurt my mother's feelings.
Well, may as well put on a wolf suit and move in with the wild
So I
things.
decided maybe things don't have to be this way. Maybe it's not too late to make them better.
Clarence, I want to live again.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping maybe old Allie Pete would take care of you.
The boy's rapid mood swings greatly troubled Mom, who could be heard weeping in her room at
Mom
night.
took care of my elbow, and now everything was all right. She understood how I felt about the game.
Grow a pair, son.
Well, so much for that kickball scholarship.
My sister went on to write the screenplay for Whip It that
I'm
afternoon.
sure glad I came back.
Next time, beat down the mailman with something that won't break, okay, sis?
Mom said she'd make my #1 favorite dinner, beef tacos, with her own special secret sauce.
AKA store brand ketchup.
Boy, it really felt good to be part of the family team.
Son, you're creeping me out. Could you go outside and play?
Teamwork. What does it mean? It's working together.
As a team.
It's helping and sharing to bring out the best in us all.
It's shaking hands with danger.
It's all much the same, no matter where or when it happens.
The basketball equivalent of Top Gun volleyball.
For Jamie, teamwork meant carrying his share of the load.
And pummeling friends who hit on his mom.
For Ron, it was learning that his father had feelings too.
Unlike your dad.
For Jill, it was wanting to help her mother.
Jill's not going to be pummeling anybody.
For Connie, it was remembering how much we all need each other.
As potential organ donors.
And for Greg, it was a matter of caring, of working things out together.
But for all of them, the main thing was guilt and shame about their own actions.
Helping, caring, giving, sharing. It's not always going to be easy.
To reiterate, we're dicks.
For family teamwork takes trying. But the rewards make it all worthwhile.
Come Christmas time, when you're opening the presents those suckers thought you deserved.
There's nothing better in all the world than the feeling we get when we all pull together as a team. A family team.
And remember, team spelled backwards is almost meat.
Almost. Yay! Exploded that pigeon, Dad.
Team.
Greg's father's gambling debt went unnoticed until he attempted to sell his kids' retainers to pay off his enraged book.
Team.
Work.
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. This has been a Riff Tracks presentation. Riff Tracks, copyright by Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.